What's poppin'? This is Play That Back. I'm Lowski the First. And 2026 is starting off with a bang, man. We got Chip versus Ambush. Sunday season has officially begun, and Ambush and Chip are going head to head. This is an exciting battle. I just want to say that this platform is not an echo chamber. I try to be as objective as possible. And going into this topic here, Chip versus Ambush, I want to say that I am a big Chip supporter. He's one of my favorite UK rappers. He dropped the Power Up EP on my birthday. I think that was like 2017. Yo, big up Chip. I only know about Ambush through Chip. Now, with that being said, with this battle, you know, I've seen Chip battle people like Bugsy Malone, Youngin, who else? Stormzy. You know, he's very quick with the pen, set the UK on fire in 2015. That's no doubt. You know, he really set the standard with that 24 hours to reply. Like, he was going off, you know, back to back. You know, and I feel like that's where all that, oh, you taking too long to reply comes from, you know, when it comes to battles. But Chip right now has a chink in his armor. I want to say that. Yes, Mr. Can't Run Out of Bars, who I thought was unbeatable, untouchable, currently has a chink in his armor from Ambush. You know, if you're a Chip fan, you're most likely going to disagree, but what Ambush successfully did was open up the space to talk about, is Chip worthy of such titles as Rhyme Scene Savior, you know, the best MC in London, all of this stuff, you know? Is he really that guy? With all the questions that Ambush has been posing in his tracks. Now, this whole feud started during the UK versus US feud. Ambush popped out of nowhere. He did a Not Like Us grime version. He did a grime version of Not Like Us, which he dissed everybody. He dissed Chip, he dissed Skepta, he dissed OFB, just a lot of people. And don't know his reasoning behind it, or, you know, maybe he just felt like, F it, I'm going at y'all. And from there, he's been consistently going at Chip. Now, I'm wondering if he's making him Chip the target because he just doesn't believe that Chip is that guy, you know, the best rapper or whatever, or is it, you know, more personal? I don't think it's hers. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I don't think it's personal, but I want to say Ambush definitely put a chink in Chip's armor. You know, Chip seemed like the untouchable guy. Like, you ever seen the movie 300? And when the dude got struck, when the dude that was a god, was it 300? I'm not sure if it was 300 or if it was that movie 10,000 BC. One of those old school movies. But anyway, there's a dude who he plays a god, and he gets struck by a spear. It's not 300, it's 10,000 BC. He gets struck by a spear, and everybody looks like, he is not a god, he's just a man. And then from there, like, the people knew they had the power. So, like, I feel like all this time, Chip has been parading as the grime scene savior, the best MC, blah, 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 blah. But who's he really went up against that can really spit? Like, I love Bugsy Malone, but I don't really look at Bugsy like it's like a crazy lyricist, or Youngin for that matter. Stormzy, yeah, he definitely could bar, but Chip and Stormzy really never clashed like that. Stormzy never responded. But yeah, who's he went up against? I want to see him go up against a big dog. Like, I want to see how is he gonna do against somebody on somebody with the caliber of a Getz or a Kano. Truthfully, there's some youngins right now that I think would give Chip a run for his money. One specifically, I think Cadell. I used to think Cadell could not go head to head with Chip. I think now, yeah, I think Cadell might give him some pressure. I think Cadell possibly could smoke him. Bar for bar, flow, his beat selection, his energy, style, his raw style, yeah. Another one, Yizzy. He calls himself the Prince of Grime. He calls himself the Prince of Grime. I want to see him go at Chip. He did those Prince of Grime tracks where he sent it for everybody. I don't know if anyone really ever responded to him because he sent for mad people like AJ and all of that. I think Yizzy would give Chip a run for his money. Yeah, I want to see that. And the thing with Chip, right? Because once you put yourself in the spotlight as like the top MC rapper, you know, you're gonna have people coming at you. You know, you're making yourself vulnerable. You're making yourself the target. Like when you're number one. Number one is a vulnerable spot. You know, so like, for instance, Kendrick and Drake. You know, you got Drake. He's the number one rapper, and Drake, him being the number one rapper and always in the spotlight, has a lot of, a lot of tea being spilled about him. You know, so he gives people ammo. And I feel like within this battle with Chip versus Ambush, the ammo that Chip used, I feel like we heard it already, you know, from people like Bouncer exposing him or whatever, you know. But we never, like the narrative that Ambush came with, we haven't heard it. And like the things that he exposed, you know, like selling him weed, he had a weed brand, his girl trying to talk to Ambush, you know, things like that. Things that we've never heard these things, so I think that's what makes it exciting too. Truthfully, I do think it's 2-1. First round, the first official round, you know, it was the plugged in freestyle versus plugged out. Ambush got that second round. Ambush dropped Mid Boss, and Chip got Pest Control. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, Pest Control. That track was hard. He smoked. Chip definitely took the second round. Third round, Ambush dropped It's Over Buddy. Video's tough. Energy was up there. Bars up there, and Chip dropped Behave. It was good, but it just wasn't. I don't know. I'm just not feeling that energy this time around. You know, and people might say, "Yo, bars this." Yeah, bars do matter. Energy definitely matters too. You know, like capturing a moment, that matters. You know, capturing people's attention, that matters. I feel like Chip's energy was off this whole battle because he's doing things like dropping voice notes and this, that, and the third. That's really not him. He's really somebody who just bars. So like, I feel like all that antics, it kind of got Chip out of his element. And I think he shouldn't have even responded in the first place. You know, I feel like once he responded, that's exactly when he lost. Should have never responded. And I'm not expecting anyone to agree with anyone I'm saying. So if you feel different, you can say that in the comments. But yes, overall, I currently got Ambush 2-1. Ambush is dropping another track, and by the time this video comes out, it'll probably be out because I've seen him post on Instagram, and he's actually rapping over the Legend beat, the one that Dot Rotten produced for Chip, but the song got taken down because Chip says the sample didn't clear. But Ambush is saying that he owns the beat now. I don't know. We'll see. I'm Lowski the First. This is Play That Back. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. Share your thoughts. Peace.